Good afternoon, everyone. Karthik, thank you very much for the wonderful session. And I know lunch के बाद का session होता है, it's always very painful. And सबको जगा के रखना भी एक additional responsibility होता है. So, but today I will try to share something because everybody, as we are living in India, and we are seeing some kind of revolutions happening around the e-commerce, like the way we were purchasing earlier and the way we are buying now. Maybe the next generation, the kids, or maybe the millennials or Gen Z, the purchasing, the pattern is completely changing. So today I am going to talk a little bit around it, and we will see like how the different marketplace and the social commerce is taking place. So what I feel like in India, online platforms are not just reshaping, but it is redefining how we are shopping. And India's e-commerce is expected to grow to around 200 billion in next 2 years, and the marketplace contribution is going to more than 70% of it, which is phenomenal. And the social commerce, the way people are buying from Instagram or the Facebook marketplace, and the quick commerce is also very much increasing, and that is projected to reach to 70 billion by 2030, which is average yearly rise of almost 50%, which is very, very phenomenal. This is very interesting fact I just want to share, like over 80% new buyers are buying from a marketplace. So we always have a confusion like whether to do our website first or directly sell into the marketplace. But the research is saying that 80% of new buyers always try to buy from a marketplace. Why? We will cover in the later part of the presentations. So what today I am going to cover is, like I want to cover 2 points. One, understanding the growth potential of the marketplace and the social commerce, and then we will learn some actionable items, how we can leverage as an agency, as a merchant from it. So first we will start with the role of marketplace. What is marketplace? I don't think I need to explain. Probably even in 2025, most of us has bought from the marketplace one or another thing. So we know how the marketplace works. And the key benefits, why to start with the seller? Because there is always confusion. Being an agency, we always heard that like whether to do a website first going to list from the marketplace first. So why marketplace? It always says like they do have a very good reach into tier 2, tier 3 cities. They have all logistics set up, the deliveries, handling, payments, trust is already there. So that is always very, very helpful to start as a beginner to selling something. Then in 2025, like a big players like Amazon, Flipkart, as the many new quick commerce players are coming, so Amazon and Flipkart also started feeling like we are running behind into the quick commerce game. So Amazon is coming up with Amazon Days, and Flipkart is coming with a Flipkart Minutes. So Amazon Days already started their venture into like a small town into Bengaluru, and Flipkart is also started building dark stores in 150 cities as a Flipkart Minutes. Then this is another like a key statistic that is happening. There is a quick 150% growth in a quick commerce. Overall, quick commerce is working very conveniently for all of us. People are loving the way they are getting the deliveries in 7, 10, 15 minutes. So that is also growing tremendously fast. And like all the consumable products, they don't have a choice to just being an e-commerce. They have to be there into e-commerce, like quick commerce. Otherwise, they feel like a left out. Then there is another thing like a social commerce, the way India and the world is spending a time over the social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn or any other social media. Even WhatsApp is now considering more like a social media, as many people are sending a lot of information throughout the WhatsApp. So social commerce is also going to play a very, very important role into the e-commerce zone. And why social commerce? So it's why it works. So it says it's build a trust very fast. Because you are seeing something on the phone and you are looking at it and then you will buy. So one kind of buyer who had a need and then they look for the products and then search something and buy. But there is another way of shopping is creating a shoppable content. So when you create something like Instagram is working more like an influencer, where maybe you are not in need of something, but they prompt you to buy something, they show you something, and then gradually you ended up with the shopping. So it's also growing very fast as a social commerce. So key statistic, if I talk about like a social commerce is going to grow at 50% growth year on year and going to hit 70 billion by 2030. 65, this is very, very interesting, specifically for the people who are working with the content. So 65% transactions on social commerce platforms are conducted in a regional language. Many a times being in India, you always feel like English should be there. लोगों को तक ज़्यादा बात पहुंचती है, but the real estate, the way jewelry, certain domains work, the regional language plays a very, very important role. So the social commerce buying is happening 65% in the like regional languages. The another popular tools for like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, everything is there. How to grow marketplace sales in 2025, whether you are an agency, whether you are a merchant, or any other way, but how we can grow the marketplace sales. So first, what I would like to cover is like a omni-channel presence, and we are going to share some tools which are beneficial to maybe to you or your customers to grow the sales. So first is omni-channel. You need to be present on every channel. So we always call like a 360 marketing our agency is doing and everything. So similarly, social commerce and the e-commerce people are expecting you to be present on each and every platform. So the being a present on omni-channel is going to be important. And there are tools I will recommend. I will try to reduce at least one or two examples. So the one of the important tool is Unicommerce, which integrates Magento and other big e-commerce platforms to the different marketplaces, which centralize your entire inventory, order management, and the accurate stock levels, because inventory plays very important role where you are playing like placing your products into a multiple marketplaces. Then another thing that we need to take care or should be focused on leveraging and data and AI insights, because if you are making advertisement not just on a Google but with Amazon, Flipkart, Meta, everything, they provide you a lot of data. So how we are going to use those data, that is going to be very, very important. Geography. Maybe many a times I think that I am from Ahmedabad and maybe my merchant or the agency where I am selling is from Ahmedabad. So my first go-to market is going to be Ahmedabad or Gujarat only. But that is not always true. Maybe I find one good like geography as a Nasik. So if I'm selling on Amazon or Flipkart or any other quick commerce platform, maybe I need to start selling with a Nasik, because that is where I find my right ICP, I find my right audience. So it's not always you need to start where you are located, but rather go into a AI, go use the data, understand the geography, and based on that you can use this. So leverage the data and AI, and this is very beautiful tool called Hector AI, which help with the demand planning, sales trend analysis, inventory predictions, etc. very, very, very nicely. I just give you a small example of I would say case study of a one local customer who they are more into like one of the big name into a bakery products. They are making a cakes and everything. So using the AI and data, how they are using it, like if we talk about the trends, there are going to be 2 or 3 events in a year where people will consume pastry and cakes very high level. Say for example, we assume it's a Christmas where they are getting a lot of orders. So using the AI and data and pattern, they are forecasting their entire inventory, what raw materials they need to consume, procure, very much from using that previous 3 years data. What geography, which geography they are selling more. So they are preparing the product, the raw material forecasting based on the data. So that is data and AI always going to play very, very important role, and Hector AI is one of the amazing tool for that. The third point I want to cover is optimize the pricing and inventory management. Let's accept that being an Indian, we are very price sensitive audience. If maybe we are booking even cab, we are checking on 2 or 3 platforms before placing an order or booking a cab. If we are buying something, anything about 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, we try to check on multiple places, not just on the Google, but we go to the Amazon, Flipkart, or any quick commerce product. If it is, then we will make sure like wherever we get the good deal, we will going to buy from it. So the optimizing pricing and is going to be very, very much important. And another key area is becoming for the manufacturer is inventory placement. If we are selling maybe at a multiple places, we are having a multiple FBA open with the Amazon or maybe Flipkart dark stores, then how to place an inventory. Maybe we have 20 or 30 products being there into the godown of Ahmedabad, but we are out of stock somewhere in the Nasik, if we go to the previous example. So still we have stocks in the place, but still many of our customers are taking no stocks available kind of information. So it is not good. So how to predict on the pricing and inventory is going to be very, very important. So Unicommerce and the pricing and Competra are the few tools which is helping you to plan on the inventory, and that is also helping you for the pricing. Then the scale with the cross-border selling. In the morning, we have listened
I'm not sure who someone told that we have to think beyond the borders. Many of the Indian manufacturers, due to make in India some other way, they want to sell maybe to the Middle East, to the European countries, to the North America regions, but they don't know how to do it. But marketplace can be a very easy way to start with, because they do the many compliance on behalf of them, and not just the compliances, but they help them to grow. There are many programs running for the different marketplaces to grow your sales to the cross border. And base.com channel advisors are the few robust tools which can help you to set up entire the cross border selling. Another thing that is very important is to build the trust, to build a trustworthy brand. So reviews plays a very, very important role, because many of us, whenever we want to go on a dinner date or going a dinner with the family, we want to check which are the new restaurants or the happening places where good vibes are there is available. And then we go to the Instagram, or maybe we will look at the reviews, what people are writing about them. So as an agency or as a merchant, we have to make sure like our customers who are consuming our services or the product, they must write some reviews. And there should be some automated review mechanism need to be set, where somebody is buying, we need to take their feedback. So that is going to be important to build that brand. So Jungle Scout is one of the good tool which help for the product reviews and increase the sales with automated review requests. You can use the AI once somebody is asking or purchasing a product or service from you, when and how you can reach out them next time. So that also help when you take the reviews, so you are in a constant engagement with them. Another important thing is advertising and promotions. So many of buyers or the merchants, we never recommend them to go very, I would say, high on the spend on the advertisement. We always try to be conservative. We want to taste the water, how it is going, how it is not working. And then we will tell them, you take a call whether to do the advertisement or not. Even as an agency, we are a little bit skeptical when we have to do our own PPC, whether to do it or not. But how to go with the advertisement, what are the tools available? So now all the Instagram, the Meta, then Amazon, then Flipkart, Google will go to very much detail when it's coming to the running the advertisement. Karthik has rightly told about if somebody is using such kind of phone, they're getting a different pricing, and if somebody is using another kind of phone, they are getting the different prices. So all this geographical, all the personalized data is available onto the marketplaces, Google and everywhere, where you can go and create your campaign accordingly, and you can reach out to the right audience. We recently did some digital marketing where somebody, there is a one builder building a housing scheme between a Mumbai and Pune highway. And they reach out to us in Ahmedabad for digital marketing. And they were very, very clear about the ICP. There are 6, I would say, level 2 IT companies were there. Maybe Mastech, Zensar, and few are around. So they asked us to set the target audience as the people who are working into one of the 6 IT companies, who are having a salary range, who had followed certain brands on the Instagram. So my ad campaign should be reach out to them only. So it's very, very personalized content, or the content creations, or the email, like the advertisement campaign. So they reach to the right audience. They are not showing the advertisement to the every Tom, Dick, and Harry. So they crafted it in very nicer way. And again, Helium 10 and Hector AI is going to be very important tool to use this. Then next is going to be how to grow a social commerce. That is all about we learned about the marketplace. Now it's how to do the social commerce, the shoppable post. So now everybody is posting their products on Instagram and the other social media. But how about creating a shoppable content? If somebody is that, why we are posting on Instagram? Tries to maybe impress someone or influence someone. If we are agency, we are posting any products. So how to create a shoppable content? Some people are posting, but they are not creating a shoppable content. With a 1 or 2 click, they should be able to buy the product. So they want them to redirect to the website and go through the entire lengthy process for the checkout and everything. But it should be something very shoppable, create content. And Meta is giving that, I would say, options to create a shoppable content, but many of the agencies, many of the advert campaign creators, they don't know how to use it. So that is very, very important. Then influence marketing. Nowadays, everybody of us knowing that we are getting influenced very easily, whether it's a political stage or it's a shopping stage. So influencers are playing a very important role. So how we can take use of that, to use that influencer marketing, reach out to the right influencer for your product, and then using that we many a times don't know like which are the influence which can help us, who are those people, where we can connect them, how we can find them. So there are few tools like Upfluence and Green which are available. It is kind of a marketplace for influencers. You can go reach out to them, you can negotiate and then hire for that product and with a specific target. So that is also very important when it's coming to social commerce. Then social media analytics, like as I said, you can completely check the user activity, how users are coming to your social media page, what interactions they are making, what like follows they are making, what is their pattern when they are reviewing your post, as soon as they are setting a notification when you are posting. So based on all this analytics, you can create the content and use them more personalized way. There are Sprout Social and Hootsuite analytics are the tool which you can use for this. Then live shopping events, it's again a very new trend. It might be old, and when we must have seen the advertisement into the channels where shopping, somebody is taking the product, मैं कुछ साल पहले ऐसा था, and then people are starting placing the orders and everything. Now again, that trend is starting on the social media when somebody genuinely demo a product on the Instagram live, and people are showing, and on the comment section you can place an order. So it's a very, very quick buying. They are not giving you time to think on. It may be 6 minutes, 7 minutes live. They are showcasing a product and then they stop selling that product after 10 minutes. They do a multiple rounds, but people feel like a left out. That is FOMO movement they create. And then people are buying online very momentous. So that is another live shopping events that is started and going to, as it started in some part of the world, it's going to get bigger and bigger in India as well. So it is going to become. So comment tool, live scales are some tools started building platform for that. Then how a market, we heard about the marketplace, we heard about the social commerce. If we think about how we can make it work together, where we should use marketplace, where we use social commerce, where we use quick commerce. So if I summarize it in such a way, marketplace is always used for a scale. When I said scale, everybody is thinking about how can I acquire a new customer. If I'm building a website and try to find out a new customer, is it going to be easy for me? Probably not, because people don't know you have built a website. People don't know about the product. People don't know about your pricing strategy. There is no trust. But marketplace is creating that trust, so it is always help you to scale the thing. Then social commerce is always good for engaging to your audience, where you can show them, share them the things, which is very new, very personalized way. And then quick commerce as a catalyst. Now everybody, probably we always say that America अपने से 10 साल आगे है, Europe अपने से इतने साल आगे है, Japan इतना आगे है पीछे. We always think, but now the India, the catching up, the millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha is taking up. Everybody want to go via Uber. Nobody want to hire an auto on the roads, like stopping them. Nobody want to wait for the product. Everybody want to use quick commerce and everything. So India is getting into the habit of convenience, I would say. If we talk about Uber, Zomato, Swiggy, or any other online quick commerce platform, whether it's a Zepto or Swiggy Instamart, it's all about the convenience. They are selling you a convenience. They are not selling you a product. But maybe you are thinking of something, maybe you are busy of something. They are just, maybe earlier people used to do courier, now porter is like this. People are sending products from here to there. If I forget the document, I do the porter, and then somebody is coming to me to picking up the documents, everything. So it's era of convenience. So we have to make sure that if my product is consumable, it needs to be there on the quick commerce as well. If we are not there, probably we are going to miss out the younger generation. Maybe the people born after say 2000 are not going to go to a Google and find out the products and the base website. Maybe they are convenient with the Zepto or maybe Swiggy Instamart to buying instantly. So the combined impact of all marketplace, social platforms, and quick commerce can be brand adopting all this, see a 30% higher ROI compared to the other brands doing one or more of this, all other three things. Then the key growth drivers in India, what is going to be there? Then tier 2 and tier 3 cities are consuming in a lot of products. So that is going to be a target. If we are just doing by website, or maybe it's a Magento or Shopify, we have to have integrate another tier 2, tier 3 cities where logistic is happening. So marketplace can play important role to reach out the tier 2, tier 3 cities. Then localized strategies, regional language, as I said, the content driving 60% of the sales increase if it's a content in local language. And mobile first shopping. Now people want to buy everything from a shopping. Probably I would say maybe less than 10% of us will remember what they have bought lastly from a desktop or a laptop. Probably everybody is buying from a mobile. So you have to make sure like your shopping experience is very much mobile friendly. When I'm saying mobile friendly, mobile we have very limited content, or I would say prime space, where this, so where you have to place the product, where is should be the buy button, and where should be the product information need to be very clear, then only people will buy. Otherwise they will miss out to the some other website or some other product or some other mobile applications. Challenges that B2B and B2C brands are going to face is high competitions, because as we said, now there is a no moat into entering into a quick commerce or something. Maybe I have product I can place into, I can maybe put into a quick commerce to see how it is going, and then I will take a decision whether I want to expand into more or not. So high competition, then logistic and returns. Returns is also becoming a big problem in India, because many a times people are ordering, then they are sending it back due to size, one or another reason. So that is also becoming a very big problem. So how to do that, and building a brand loyalty. As I said, like India is more like a price sensitive market. So how to create that brand loyalty is going to be important. Say for example, when I said brand loyalty, if you are going to buy a spoon for your home, probably you are not going to name any brand, I need to buy a spoon from this, because it's a consumable. You just going to a shop and saying, I want to buy a spoon. Whether it's Amazon or Flipkart, you will look for a spoon for the usage and then you place order. But if you want to create a brand, then you or loyalty for your customer, then we have to make sure like a people remember from the brand name. If they are not remembering the brand, it is not going to help out. So it's when it's coming to a marketplace, social media or the quick commerce, it's not always like about sales. It's creating maybe a legacy, creating a brand building as well. How, what are the philosophy of the founders, how they want to make, so everything need to be covered as a part of the social media campaigns. So it's going to be there. And as a conclusion, I put up in this way: marketplace is scale and reach, social commerce is more about personalize and engagement, and quick commerce is convenience and speed. And I would always say B2C and D2C in time to grow is now, because every one of us is now addicted to it. So it's a time now we can start investing and building a good future for our customer agency. So that's it from my side. And thank you very much for listening and being there. And any one of you have any questions? I think we are good. Thank you. Thank you for your time.